The Otago Daily Times is a newspaper, published by Allied Press Limited in Dunedin, New Zealand. History. Originally styled the Otago Daily Times, the ODT was first published on 15 November 1861. It is New Zealand's oldest surviving daily newspaper. Christchurch, as the press, 6 months older, was a weekly paper for its first few years. The first issue ran to 2,750 copies, and was sold for threepence. The ODT was founded by W.H. Cutton and Julius Vogel during the boom following the discovery of gold at the Tuapeka, the first of the Otago gold rushes. Cutton was the publisher of a weekly newspaper, the Otago Witness, which was founded in 1851. And the strong political views of co-founder Vogel saw an outlet in the ODT's pages, notably for advocacy of provincial government. Its first chief reporter was Edward Thomas Gillan. The ODT was originally published from premises in Princes Street, but moved to a new building at the corner of Dowling and Burlington Streets at the foot of Bell Hill in 1879. It stayed here until 1928, when it moved into larger premises on the other side of Burlington Street facing Queen's Gardens, where they stayed until 1977. From the start, the ODT held a strong position among South Island newspapers. Most of its Dunedin opposition papers were short-lived, with only the Evening Star surviving beyond the early 1900s. The Star merged with the ODT in 1975, forming a new company, Allied Press, and the ODT moved to the Evening Star building in Stewart Street in June 1977. The Evening Star ceased publication in November 1979 because its readership was declining. As a result, the Allied Press now publishes the ODT and several smaller papers throughout New Zealand, including the Greymouth Star. On 5 January 1998, the ODT published for the first time on a new Goss International printing press. On the same day it introduced a new masthead, reading simply, Otago Daily Times, marking Otago's 150th anniversary year of Pākehā settlement. The ODT is regarded as the father figure of the country's 4 main daily newspapers, serving the southern South Island with a circulation of around 43,000 and an estimated readership of 110,000. Milestones 1861 to 15 November. First edition. 1881 price dropped to 1 penny. 1898 first linotype machines installed. 1900 first photo engraving plant installed. 1949 first full-time cartoonist employed. 1952 November. The ODT became the first New Zealand metropolitan paper to print news rather than classified advertisements on the front page. 1955 new general printing department inaugurated. 1956 wire photographic equipment installed. 1961 new enlarged format. 1966 first full-color gravure pre-printing. 1978-13 and 20 October. No edition due to journalists' strike. First missed days of publication in 117 years. 1979 November. Evening Star ceased publication. ODT size increased to compensate. 1980 August. 3 separate editions published for first time, serving Dunedin City, North Otago, and Central, South Otago. 1981 July. First computerized publishing. 1987 December. Change to colored masthead. 1988 November. New typeface and formatting. 1990 June. First full process color printing. Policies and personages. In its formative years, the ODT was active in many campaigns for social reform, none more important than the exposure of sweatshop working conditions in Dunedin in the 1880s by editor Sir George Fenwick and chief reporter Silas Spragg, which led to major law reforms. Sid Scales was a cartoonist for the ODT for 30 years until his retirement in 1981. Since then, Queenstown artist Garrick Tremaine has been the principal cartoonist. The editor is Barry Stewart, who took over from long-serving editor Murray Grutness in August 2015. Editors 1861–68 Sir Julius Vogel, 1868–71 George Burnett Barton, 1871–77 William Morrison, 1877–78 George M. Reed, 1878–83 James Ashcroft, 1883–90 Richard Tappaney, 1890–1909 Sir George Fenwick, 1909–46 Sir James Hutchinson, 1946–61 John Rowley Moffat, 1961–76 Alan Orbin, 1976–88 Keith Hewson, 1988–97 Jeff Adams, 1997–2007 Robin Charteris, 2007–2015 Murray Grutness, 2015 Barry Stewart. Regular supplements. The Otago Daily Times is delivered with the following regular inserted tabloid supplements: World Focus, Queenstown Times, Sport and You Bet, community newspapers. The following sister publications of the ODT are weekly free newspapers: The News, Alexandra, The Star, The Courier, The Ensign, Southern Rural Life region-wide farming paper, Southland Express, The Courier,